Hello everyone, it's Peter here with GoodEreader.com. Today we are reviewing and having a comparison of the two latest devices from Kobo. This is the Kobo H2O and this is the Kobo Arc 10 HD. These represent the two latest releases for e-readers and tablets. We're going to look at only a couple things here because these are so drastically different. We can't look at games, we can't look at videos, we can't look at app stores and all that kind of stuff. We're going to stick to the e-reading experience and the PDF experience. So we're going to open up a book on both of these. So these are the stock experiences on both. We're not using any side-loaded content here in terms of reading apps. This is just exactly what you'll see. So we'll start with some long presses. I don't know why that took so long. We have different ways to highlight. You have colors. We'll highlight. We're going to look at the keyboard comparison here. Not that it'll be much of a comparison. This is a 10-inch screen and this is a 6.8. So, but we just want to show you the keyboards. Now, if you'll notice, they're both QWERTY, but if you notice on here, it's gridded. And keyboards conventionally are not gridded, they're staggered. See, Q, A, and Z are on an angle, whereas Q, A is right above each other and Z is off to the right. So it's a little bit of an unnatural feel typing on this. Not that you're really doing the conventional typing anyways, but still, I do like when the keyboards are laid out the way they're laid out in real life. So we'll do some page turns. This is running e-ink Carta. This is running an LED screen. So we'll look at ways to share what we long press. So we have multiple ways to share on the Kobo Arc 10. You have all these. Really, you only have Facebook here. You also have dictionaries on both. We'll check that out. So search in book, Wikipedia, Google. Same with this. We have lookup. So you have search in book, Wikipedia, Google. They're both running the Kobo app, so to speak. This is a Kobo app. This is a Kobo. So they are running the exact same thing. Now, a lot of people say, hey, while you're in a book, can you look at the maximum font of what these both look like? So we will. A lot of people are asking us about that. So if you go to halfway, this is what you're looking at. But if you max out the font on the Arc 10 HD, this is what you get if we max out the font size on the H2O. This is what you get. So these are the maximum font settings for both of these devices. You cannot get any bigger. So now we're going to look at the PDF experience. So we're going to open up a science PDF, and this is because it offers an equal balance of pictures and text. Now you'll notice, let me get to the same page here. Not sure, page 9. Now if you'll notice that when we open this up, the Kobo H2O always opens up it into the top left corner. What you have to do is double tap to do kind of a quick zoom, and then double tap again. And that allows it to fit to height and width. So it allows it to optimize itself. Whereas on the Kobo Arc 10 HD, it has no such problem. So we're going to do some pinch and zooms. So you really get in there. Oh. And we'll try to do a long press. You don't have any long press capabilities on this. And that doesn't mean you can't on this tablet. You just have to download a third-party app like Adobe Reader or whatever, and then that'll allow you to do that. There is actually no pinching and zooming on the Kobo H2O. Instead, you have to double tap to initiate a zoom level, tap in the center to have these control panels pop up. And once you click that control pad looking thing, you can alter the zoom level. Then you can exit out of that and then move the page around. You can see there's a little bit of a delay there, but we'll try that again. There we go. So now you can move the page around, and you get this nice mini map here that tells you where you are on the page. So that's kind of cool, and it is a good feature to have. Of course, there's no color. It is an e-reader. It's not a color e-reader, but we'll just try to look at the resolution here on both of these because this is the exact same page. So you can tell that even though this is e-ink, it's displaying it quite nicely. And remember, the beauty of e-ink is that there's no light shining at you. You can turn on the glow light on this device, but all that's going to do is actually shoot the light from the bottom up. which will not agitate your eyes like this tablet will. The glow light is actually very nice on this device. It's very even and consistent. It's an even spread, but I really wish this had pinch and zoom because it would be a lot more easy to navigate PDFs than it is with kind of the 4-step process. But either way, it does show the PDFs quite nicely, even big bodies of text like this. So you can see that page turns are decent on for an e-reader, and it is a 6.8-inch screen, so it's going to take a little longer than those 6-inch screens because there's more screen to produce. One of the final things is that once you have this picture like this, we'll just turn this off. Once you have this picture produced, this is no longer consuming battery, whereas this is just being on. This will last about 10 hours. This can last upwards of 7 weeks without Wi-Fi on. So you do get a lot of advantages and disadvantages with the ink, but same with LCD, because if you had this tablet watching videos, it can die in a day. I mean, I have to charge this every 2 days, depending on how I use it. So they both have Wi-Fi, they both have Kobo stores. This one, well, sorry, they both have, well, they do have both Kobo stores, but what I mean is that this has an App Store, Play Store, where this has the Kobo store. So we'll look at this as the last thing we're going to look at, the Bookstore storefront, just to show you how different they are. So this is obviously more friendly to images. You see there's a lot more image heavy content on here, and of course magazines, because you can read full color magazines on here. This is a lot dumbed down for the e-reader to be resource friendly, but they both deliver the content pretty much the same way, and you both have access to the same content, which is about 4 million plus books, so quite a large selection. This has been a quick comparison versus comparing the 2 latest devices from Kobo. These are the 2 latest offerings. If you want the latest Kobo e-reader, it's the H2O. This is waterproof. It has a glow light, 6.8-inch screen, awesome e-reader. If you want a tablet, it's a 10-inch screen, really strong processing power, quad-core processor. I mean, this is my daily use for tablets, as you can probably see. Other than Michael's account being stored into it, I do have all my apps and games on here because this is the one, this is my go-to. So for a comparison of these 2 devices, this is Peter from GoodEreader.com. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down below. We reply to each and every comment. No robot replies. It is personally one of us talking to each and every one of you guys. Thanks for joining.
What is in there?
We have a SD card, micro, up to 32 gigabytes. We have status indicator light. This extra hole is for the latch, like so. And we have the micro USB port, which is utilized for charging the device and transferring data to and from the device to your computer. So you tap the power button to wake it up. And this is the home screen, Mike. Tell us what we're looking at.
Okay, the resolution is 1440 by 1080, so you're getting tremendous screen clarity and resolution. It also has a front lit display, and you can get this